uh, Rap Palace. Uh, I'm in the Cliff. You know what I mean? Shout out to everyone. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. I'm getting the job done. I'm constantly moving, constantly thinking, constantly moving. You know what I mean? You gotta plan your stuff out as you go, but at the same time, you gotta move unplannedly too. It's weird. How can you do both, planned and unplanned? Sometimes you just gotta have plan to move, and then figure out what that move is, and just make that move. You don't have the full plan. You just gotta have your first move. You know what I mean? Sometimes that first move, you trying to get all 300 steps in. Instead, you just make that first step. Then the next thing you know, you got that second step coming up to you like, hey, bro, what about this? Then you do that second step, and then next thing you know, you got the third step coming up to you like, hey, bro, what about this? Then you do the third step. Next thing you know, you got the fourth step coming up to you. You take that fourth step, fifth step arrive, and then the sixth step arrive, and then the seventh step arrive, and so on until you reach the end zone. You know what I mean? But if you never took that first step, how can you make it to the end zone? That's the question. You can't start at step 6 and then go back to step 3 and then go back to step 8 and then go back to step 1 and then skip all the way to step 14 and then skip from 14, skip back to step 2 and then go from step 2 to step 26. You can't do it like that. You can't. You can't. You just gotta start with step 1, then go to step 2. Wait for step 3 to arrive. Then you take step 3. Next thing you done took 3 steps instead of skipping around certain steps and then looking back like, bro, why is it playing out like this? Cause you skipping steps, fam. You know what I mean? So God's gonna give you your manifestations and skip steps, and you gonna be trying to figure out why is it skipping? Probably because you skipping. You see what I mean? Yeah, it be like that. It's questions you never think to ask, or things you never think about, you know? It could be like that. It could not, you know what I mean? But it's a learning procedure, you know? But just had to go live and say that real quick. I don't know who needed to hear that. But welcome to Rap Palace, home of the Rap Palace. Alright.